What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Lake Julian Disc Golf Course. We're gonna try to get off this tee pad pretty quick. We're gonna start on the long pad from hole 1, and today we're doing a plastic conspiracy video because I started to really enjoy the Discraft Cicada, and this one's in Z plastic. The clear, like super clear, almost crystal looking Z, the super clear Champion, the Proton, the C-Line from Discmania, whenever it's this texture, this is my favorite of all plastics. And for me, this is flying very, very similar to the way a Crave flies. It's just a little more comfortable because it's a 7-speed rim instead of a 6.5-speed rim, which always felt just a little small. Today we're testing the Z Cicada against Discraft's Titanium Cicada. This one's really pretty. Again, keep finding used bin steals, and this one was 12 bucks. So it's hard to pass up this kind of stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and throw here. See how well they go off of the first rip. We're gonna go Z first. It's so good. And this is very similar to, and we'll have another Crave coming out later, maybe not in August, maybe in September, but it's gonna be a plasma Crave. And plasma looks very similar to the Titanium, or at least the newer Titanium. So I'm interested to see if possibly this and the plasma Crave would be copy and paste. Oh, it's so good. Probably a little bit less hyzer on that Titanium shot, but honestly, Z plastic could just flip a little bit less, which would have resulted in that shot. We're gonna keep throwing, keep experimenting, and see how it works out. But I didn't think I would like this Cicada, but I kind of do. Based off of profiles, this is pretty consistent. It might possibly have just a touch more dome than this Z plastic does, but they're basically identical. So we're basically going off of plastic. And this one seemed to turn just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and we'll throw the Titanium first this time. And this shot, we do kind of want a little drift. It's just such a good laser beam shot. Yeah, I do think the Titanium might be just, it's not much flippier, just a smidge, and maybe a touch more glide. But wow, these are really similar. This is great. This is, maybe I'll have to try, what is the Innova one? The TL3? I don't know what the Innova one is. That's their 7-speed -1.1. Maybe I'll have to try that out. Oh, ow. There was a stump. Maybe I'll have to try out that Innova one as well. But the Cicada is somewhat of a newer mold from Discraft, and so it could potentially be in response to the Crave, but I just think it's the way everyone sees Paige Pierce throw the Passion. the way all the pros throw the passion. The cicada is like the passion if you don't throw 90 miles an hour. And this is, I don't know if every company has their clear translucent, but I don't know if every company has their kind of metallic-y, because the texturing, the look of this plastic is very similar to Innova G-Star, but it feels very different from Innova G-Star. This feels a good bit more, actually this feels almost like Star. This feels really good. All right, we're gonna go Z1 first. There's a little bit of a tailwind. I'm gonna go a little bit less hyzer on the Z, try to get this one to be super straight, and then go more hyzer on the titanium and see if we can't match the shot. It's hard to argue with that shot. If you find a disc that you can do that shot with, keep throwing it, because that's such a usable shot. I do think I'm gonna keep referencing Axiom and MVP right here, because I think these have very similar flight characteristics to the difference between Proton and Plasma. And Plasma looks so similar to titanium. It really does. The Proton gives more rigidity in its flight path. Still good glide, still good distance, good push, but it gives it more rigidity in how the rim is shaped. So let's say for a virus, it's going to be more reliably understable to get a proton virus than a neutron virus. But if you're going proton versus plasma, the plasma seems to have just a touch less rigidity, but also a touch more glide and a touch more flip, which we kind of saw right here. A touch more flip, a touch more glide from the plasma, or from the titanium, which very similar to plasma, versus the proton is right here. The titanium's up there. The titanium went basically 400 feet and has a putt. The Z plastic is back here. Still a putt, but it's like circle 2. So they're both good. Which one are you trying to do though? Do you want more glide? Have you tried the Z? Do you want more glide? Do you want more push? Do you want more flip? ESP, titanium. Have you tried the titanium, but you want a little bit more reliability? Get the Z plastic. I think they're both great, and they both have their pros, and they both also have their cons. But they're so similar. They're similar enough that they may be in and out of the bag interchangeably this year, because I think I like the Cicada, and I think I'm going to be throwing it for a while. And to be fair, the majority of Z plastic does not look like this. The majority of Z plastic is going to be like stiff, pearly. This has some nice give to it. It's got a nice little crystal finish to it. It's not crystal, it's still Z. It just kind of looks a little bit like crystal. So this is where the conspiracy comes in. Discraft, Innova. This past year, a lot of their Champion and Z plastic has turned out looking a lot more like this and feeling a lot more like this. Similar with the Z Swirl. Are they trying to take the similar plastic that MVP is using? Are they trying to switch it to be more proton, even though it's not proton? Because right now, MVP, Axiom, Streamline, probably the biggest company as far as discs that are sold, and Discraft is probably second. I'm not sure which one, Discraft or MVP. They're right there at the top. So are they sharing trade secrets? Because does this not look like plasma? That looks like plasma. Now, granted, it's got a different injection point, so it's going to have a different, I don't know what to call them, striations, ribbing. It's not textured, but it looks like it's textured. Whatever that is. Plasma is going to have a slightly different than Discraft because they got different injection machines and different injection styles. But this also looks and feels a lot like Proton. We're going to throw one more shot here. We got a shaded fairway, shaded tee pad. Then we're going to go throw big bomber shot. I'm liking this one a little bit more because it's going to have that stability for a little bit longer. And I don't know how fast titanium beats in, but Z is supposed to be one of their most reliable to season plastic. So this one's probably going to retain its stability a little bit longer than the titanium will. So how many trees do I have to hit before it starts to drift for me? Or do I have to just throw it with less hyzer? There we go. No. Mean tree. I'd give the titanium about a half point less stable. So if the Z plastic is a -1.1, I'd give the titanium about -1.51. Very similar. And depending on your throwing style, depending on your arm speed, depending on what type of shot you're looking for, titanium might be what you're looking for, or Z plastic might be what you're looking for. The way that it's working out for me right now, I'm gonna keep the titanium not being used for a little while until I can bring it out for the plasma crave video. But after that, man, it's already perfect. The Z plastic's gonna need a little bit of wear and tear, but the titanium's perfect. So I love the Cicada a little bit more than I like the Crave right now. Like I said, the Crave just, not everyone's hands are designed to hold driver rims that are that small. And I do so much grabbing and stuff with my hands on big boxes all the time working in an Amazon warehouse that the Crave, I had confidence on what it was going to do, but I didn't have confidence on the release. This I have a lot more confidence in, so I can trust it on those lines. And that's really what you're looking for, is a disc that you can throw on that shot that you also have confidence in. I can throw the Crave, I can do whatever with the Crave. The Crave is amazing. I don't have as much confidence with the Crave as I do with the Cicada. And especially the Z plastic Cicada, I can basically throw this as hard as I can and hope that it turns. This thing is it's not stable, it's not flippy, it is exactly what it said it's going to be, and it will continue to be that no matter how hard I throw it. Really good glide, and I get a little bit more flexy shot out of the titanium, but that Z plastic, it just so straight. So if I can hit it on the correct line, it's gonna flip up onto that line and just ride. It is so good. Hopefully you guys see what I'm seeing, and hopefully you guys are enjoying content like this. If so, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff, make sure to comment that down below. please make sure to subscribe. It helps you guys out with these subscriber-only giveaways. And if you want to be automatically entered into monthly giveaways, check out the memberships as well. Until next time, see you out on the course.